Hi all, very good evening. Welcome to Chandan Likes English YouTube channel. This is Joshna. In this session, we are going to discuss RRB Group D set number 3. So this session consists of 25 MCQs. As you all know that RRB Group D, it has a complete session, so which is general science. Okay, so already I have taught you set number 1 and set number 2, and today I am going to discuss set number 3. Each and every students, before starting the session, once all of you click the like button, and please share this video to your friends and relatives who needs classes in English medium. Okay, and also the PDF which I am teaching you is in the Telegram channel. Please download it and practice it. Okay, so before starting the session, once all of you click the like button, yes. Let's start the session. Which part of the brain controls involuntary activities such as blood pressure, salivation and vomiting? Cerebrum, cerebellum, medulla oblongata, hypothalamus. So tell me students, what is the answer for this question? Each and every students who are in the live session, please mention your answer in the comment section, and even if you know the extra information regarding this MCQ, you can mention in the comment section. Okay? So actively participate, each and every student actively participate in the session. And if you not yet liked this session, once all of you click the like button students, if you click the like button so that it will reach to maximum strength. Okay, so what is the answer for this question? Very good Kausalya, very good, very good evening. Sai Teja, Joseph, Jagadish Kanna, Kausalya, very good evening. Okay, and what is the answer for this question students? Very good, cerebellum. Okay. Cerebellum is the answer for this question. Actually, how many parts of the brain we have students? Cerebrum, cerebellum, brainstem. And in brainstem, the lowest part of the brainstem is known as what students? Medulla oblongata. So these medulla oblongata and another important part of the brain is hypothalamus. So what is the function of the cerebrum students? So cerebrum is, okay, this cerebrum regulates this cerebrum will perform the functions like memory, thinking, logical reasoning. So a person is able to solve the math problem if his cerebrum functions only. Okay, and what is this cerebrum is known as? It is known as big brain. And the next one is cerebellum. This cerebellum is considered as little brain. Cerebellum is considered as what students? Little brain. So what are the functions this cerebellum will perform? The cerebellum will perform, it will regulate the posture, it will regulate the balance. So it will also helpful for the coordination, balance and posture. This was maintained by which part of the brain? Cerebellum. And finally, medulla oblongata. This medulla oblongata will regulate BP, next breathing and what? Heartbeat. So these were controlled by medulla oblongata, so which is the lowest part of the brainstem. And finally, hypothalamus. So it is considered as master of master glands. Master of master gland. So what the functions it will perform students? What are the functions this hypothalamus will control? It will regulate the sleep cycle. It will regulate the thirst, and finally thirst, next temperature, hunger. So these are the things which will be controlled by hypothalamus. Okay, very good students, very good. Next question. So if you need courses, if you apply JM10 coupon code, so that you will get huge discount students, and each and every course. So if you need the a discount, and if you utilize my JN10 coupon code, you will get huge discount. Okay. Next question. What are the primary functions of the ovaries in the female reproductive system? Production of sperm and secretion of testosterone, production of one egg per month and secretion of estrogen and progesterone, regulation of menstrual cycle only, secretion of only progesterone. So you all know very well, in human reproductive a system, so male reproductive organ is testis and female reproductive organ is ovaries. So these ovaries, it performs two types of functions. So first function is every month it will release a matured egg. Every month this ovary will release a matured egg, which is known as what, students? Ovum. And where does this ovum enters into? This ovum will enter into the fallopian tube. And the second function is this ovary will release two types of hormones, estrogen, progesterone. What is this estrogen does? This estrogen, it helps in the development of like breast development. During pregnancy, this estrogen hormone will be helpful for the development of the breast. And finally, progesterone. This progesterone helps for the development of fetus. Okay. So what is the answer for this question, students? Very good. Hi Bujji, hi one and all. Sorry. Okay, first question answer is medulla oblongata. Sorry students, actually I have explained here, but in hurry-burry I have put the answer as B. Okay, medulla oblongata, it is situated in the like lowest part of the brainstem. So what functions does it perform, students? It regulates the blood pressure, breathing, heart, okay, heartbeat, and even it regulates the vomiting, salivation, etc. Okay. Sorry students. Yes, very good. Next question. What are the primary functions of the ovaries in the female? Okay. The male and female gamete, if the male gamete and the female gamete fused, so what is formed, students? Try to tell me the answer. And the answer for this question is, okay, very good. Okay. Male gamete plus, male gamete is sperm plus female gamete. What is this female gamete? Ovary or egg. So these two fused together to form what? To form what? Tell me. What is the answer for this question? Yes, each and every student who are in the live session, once all of you click the like button. Sperm and egg both fused together to form what? To form what? Come on, tell me. What is the answer for this question? Yes, option B is the correct answer. And try to tell the answer to my question. Okay, you all know in the human like reproductive system, male gamete is sperm and female gamete is egg. If they both fuse together, so what is developed? Which is formed? What is that known as? Tell me. Come on. That is not fertilized. That is zygote. Okay. What is that, student? Zygote. Remember, very, very important. Okay. Zygote. Yes. Next question. Which hormone is responsible for stimulating growth in all organs of the body? Insulin, thyroxine, growth hormone, adrenaline. Zygote. Very good, Ashok. Very good, Kausalya. And try to tell answer for this question. So there is only one hormone which promotes the growth in all the parts of our body. So what that hormone is known as? Tell me. Which hormone is responsible for stimulating growth in all organs of the body? Try to tell the answer for this question. Each and every students who are in the live session, already these class were taught in like Chandan Likes main channel. If you need the class again and again, if you listen the class again and again, so you cannot like forget these MCQs anytime. Okay, students. So what is the answer for this question? Very good. Growth hormone. So this hormone, growth hormone, actually growth hormone will be like released by which gland? Now tell me this answer. Which hormone will release this growth hormone? Which gland will release this growth hormone? Tell me. Tell me, which gland will release this growth hormone? Growth hormone is also known as somatropin. Growth hormone is also known as what, students? Somatropin or GH. So tell me, which gland secretes this hormone? Tell me, each and every student, you have to mention your answer in the comment section. Growth hormone was secreted by which gland in our body? Yes, very good, Bujji. Pituitary gland will, yes, pituitary gland will secrete the growth hormone. So this growth hormone so helps for the growth in our body. Okay. So what is this insulin? Insulin was secreted by pancreas. Insulin was secreted by pancreas. pancreas is the only organ in our body which acts as both exocrine gland as well as endocrine gland. Exocrine glands are nothing but which secretes hormone, endocrine glands are nothing but which secretes like a sweat and enzymes. And finally, thyroxine. Thyroxine is the hormone. Which gland will secrete this thyroxine hormone, students? Thyroid gland. So, due to the deficiency of iodine, so persons will be face what type of disease, students? Thyroid. Thyroid gland will secrete this thyroxine. And adrenaline gland. Adrenaline is the hormone which will be released by adrenal gland. Not only adrenaline but also cortisol, which is considered as the stress hormone, fight or flight hormone. Okay, very, very important. Adrenaline is a type of hormone which will be released by the adrenal gland. Not only adrenaline but also cortisol. It is also one type of hormone released by adrenal gland. And this adrenal gland is known as what, students? Fight or flight gland. Okay, and this cortisol is known as what, students? Stress hormone. Clear? Yes. Next question. What is the correct sequence of the movement of food through the initial stages of the digestive system? Mouth, stomach, esophagus, mouth, esophagus, stomach, esophagus, mouth, stomach, stomach, mouth, esophagus. So, I will try to draw, students. So, imagine this is the mouth and this is the esophagus, and think this is as the like a stomach, and from stomach imagine this as the small intestine, and this is large intestine, just imagine. Okay, and finally, okay, so this is mouth. Just imagine, students, this is mouth, this is esophagus, and this is J-shaped stomach, J-shaped stomach. Okay, so this is a small intestine. Small intestine again consists of what, students? Duodenum, jejunum. So, just imagine jejunum, and finally ileum. Okay, and this large intestine consists of colon, rectum, okay, anus, finally anus. So, just imagine this is as a digestive system, students. So, just remember, what is the length of the esophagus? Length of the esophagus. Esophagus is nothing but what, students? Food pipe. The food we eat, the food which we eat, it will be mixed up with saliva. Food which we eat from mouth, it will be mixed with saliva, students. So, what you will get? We will get bolus. So, the mixture of food plus saliva is known as what, students? Bolus. So, these bolus will enter into the esophagus. So, what happens here? What type of contractions takes place here, students? Peristaltic movements. Due to the peristaltic movements, this bolus will enter into the J-shaped stomach. Okay. So, what is present in the stomach, students? Gastric juices. Gastric juices. That are nothing but what, students? HCl and what? Pepsinogen. So, these two gastric juices will break down the bolus into chyme. Will break down the bolus into chyme, and this chyme enters into the duodenum, then next jejunum. So, what happens into jejunum, students? In these jejunum, villi-like structures. In these jejunum, villi-like structures are present. So, these villi-like structure, they will absorb the food, they will absorb the nutrients from the food, and they will let those nutrients to enter into the bloodstream, and finally it will enters into the ileum. So, what happens in the ileum, students? Vitamin B12 will be absorbed, and finally the extra wastage will be entered to the extra water, and wastage will enter to the large intestine, and finally kidney will filter those things, and finally it will come in the form of fecal matter. Okay. So, this is what is happening in the human digestive system. Now, tell me the order, students. So, what are the lengths here? Okay. Esophagus length is 25 centimeter, that is nothing but 10 inches. And stomach length is 25 centimeters. Small intestine length is 6 to 7 meters. Okay, if we stretch the small intestine, so how much the area of that small intestine will be? So it will be exactly how much the area of tennis court will be. So it will be equal to the area of the tennis court. Okay, and finally, large intestine length is what, students? 1.5 meters. Remember these numerical values, students, very, very important. Okay, so what is the answer for this question? Mouth to esophagus, esophagus to stomach. Clear? Yes, very good, very good. Yes, so completely it is 9 meters. Very good. Next question. Which of the following is an abiotic non-living component of an ecosystem? Plants, animals, minerals, bacteria. Now tell me, what do you mean by abiotic component and what do you mean by biotic components? Biotic components are nothing but which have the life. The components which have the life are considered as biotic components, and the components which do not have the life are considered as abiotic components. If you look at the options, so which options are having life and which options do not have the life, so that you can easily answer to this question. Okay, very good, students. So plants, these plants has the life. Even plants will expire, even plants will inhale and exhale, and even plants can prepare their own food in the form of photosynthesis. They are known as what, students? Primary producers and autotrophs. That means they prepare their own food by utilizing the sunlight. Okay, and animals, so we all know animals are, no doubt they are living beings. And finally, minerals. These minerals are essential to the living beings. So remember, minerals are nothing but what? Calcium, magnesium, zinc. So each and every living being needs these minerals, okay, for their bone health or for their teeth health or for something. Okay, even though these minerals do not have the life, they are giving like some essential nutrients to the living beings. Okay, from the above option, which is not the biotic component, that means that is the abiotic component, mineral. Even though it is not having the life, it is giving some benefits to the living organisms. What are the examples for minerals? Calcium, phosphorus, zinc, magnesium. Okay, so these are some of the minerals of the ecosystem. Okay, very good, students, very good, keep it up. Yes, even bacteria is having life. Even bacteria is having life. So they will divide multiple, their cells will be multiplied. Okay, next question. RRB Group D special batch complete course is available on a Chandan law, except if you utilize JM10 coupon code, you will get huge discount. SSC CGL special batch complete course is also available on a Chandan law, except 0 to hero students who cannot solve problems in like examination within a short period of time. If you take this course by utilizing JM10 coupon code, you will get this course for very less discount, and not only that, you can learn this course from basics to advanced level. Telangana High Court has recently released 859 vacancies, right? The complete course is also available on Chandan law, except which gland is known as the master of master glands? Pituitary gland, thyroid gland, hypothalamus, adrenal gland. Yeah, Vamshi, if you look at the Chandan Law's main channel schedule, you can look at the schedule, so that if you subscribe to the channels, you will get a notification icon, students. If you, as per that, you can join in any sessions. And what is the answer for this question? Yeah, tell me which gland is considered as master of master glands? Very good. Hypothalamus. So where it is present, students? It is present in the brain. What functions it will perform? What are the functions performed by this hypothalamus? This hypothalamus will regulate the, what it will regulate? It will regulate the hunger, it will regulate the thirst, it will regulate the temperature, it will regulate the sleep. So these are the things which will be regulated by hypothalamus. For this purpose, it is known as what, students? Master of master glands. Do you know what? this hypothalamus will send commands to, this hypothalamus will send commands to what, students? Pituitary gland. And this pituitary gland is considered as what? Master gland. If the hypothalamus send commands to the pituitary gland only, this pituitary gland can control all other glands like a thyroid gland, adrenal gland, etc. Okay, remember, very very important, students. And finally, what is this pituitary gland? It is known as what? Master gland. It controls all other glands. Okay, and thyroid gland will release thyroxine hormone. Due to the deficiency of iodine, thyroid is the disease which will be caused to all the human beings. And finally, adrenal gland. This adrenal gland is also known as fight or flight gland. It will secrete two types of hormones, adrenaline and cortisol. Cortisol is nothing but what? Stress hormone. Actually, when does this adrenal gland will be secreted, students? When a person feels like sudden shock. If something is going in front of him suddenly, so he will be shocked, right? So at that time, this adrenal hormone will be, adrenaline or cortisol hormone will be released. Cortisol hormone is also known as what, students? Stress hormone. Okay? Yes, very good. Pineal brain, very good. So which is the smallest gland in our body, students? Pineal gland. Very good, Katyayani. Very good. Keep it up. Next question. Which plant tissue is responsible for making a plant hard and stiff, such as the husk of a coconut? Parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, phloem. So generally we have how many types of plant tissue, students? Meristematic tissue. Okay, plant tissues. Plant tissues are two types. Plant tissues are two types. Meristematic tissue, meristematic tissues, and finally, okay, like permanent tissues. These permanent tissues again classified into simple tissues, complex tissues. And again these simple tissues are classified into parenchyma, okay, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. And these complex tissues are classified into vascular tissues. These vascular tissues are nothing but what, students? Xylem, phloem. Okay, now each and everything we have discussed many times. Meristematic tissue is nothing but which is helpful for the growth of the plant. And finally, this permanent tissues are classified into two types, simple tissues. Simple tissues are, first one is parenchyma. Parenchyma is the site where the storage and photosynthesis process takes place. It is a thin-walled structure. It is a thin-walled tissue where the storage and photosynthesis process takes place. And finally, collenchyma is the tissue. It consists of irregular structure. It consists of irregular, like irregular thickness. And what happens here? It will give the flexibility to the plant. And last one is sclerenchyma. This sclerenchyma consists of dead cells. It will give the rigid support to the plant. So what is the example for this sclerenchyma, students? Husk of a coconut. And finally, so complex tissues are two types, xylem, phloem. So xylem is the tissue which transport the water from the roots away from, which transport water away from the roots to the stem in one direction. And phloem is the tissue which transports the food and nutrients throughout the plant in bidirections. Clear, all of you? Yes. So what is the answer, students? Sclerenchyma. Next. What is produced in human muscles during sudden physical activity under oxygen deficiency? Pyruvic acid, lactic acid, ethanol, acetic acid. Now try to answer to this question, students. Each and every students who are in the live session. So someone has said that what I have taught in the previous classes, that question has come in their examination. I felt very happy. So each and every students, all of you listen the classes carefully, students. Why? Because I am covering each and every concept. Okay. So what is the answer for this question? Actually, what is happening there, students? So when we are doing exercise, or when we are doing when we are running very heavily, so what happens? There is the lacking of oxygen takes place. Okay, lack of oxygen will be there. So due to the lack of oxygen, what type of respiration it is, students? It is known as aerobic respiration. In the presence of oxygen, it is aerobic respiration. In the absence of oxygen, it is anaerobic respiration. What happens in aerobic respiration? In aerobic respiration, the glucose is converted into pyruvic acid. Listen properly. In aerobic respiration, the glucose is converted into the pyruvic acid, and this pyruvic acid will enter into the mitochondria, which is known as the powerhouse of the cell. What happens in this mitochondria, students? ATP energy is synthesized for cellular respiration. Clear? So this is what happens in the presence of oxygen. So what happens in the absence of oxygen? If the oxygen is lacking, the glucose convert into lactic acid and it does not enter into the mitochondria. So what happens here, students? This lactic acid, due to this, it will form as acid, right? So due to the excess acidity present in the muscles, so our muscle cramps will be there, and finally we will feel some type of pain. Okay, so now what is the answer for this question, students? Very good, lactic acid is produced. Okay, so what is the function of the mitochondria? Mitochondria, it is known as powerhouse of the cell. So what are the functions of it? It will synthesize the ATP energy for cellular respiration. Okay, next. And pyruvic acid is in the presence of air. In aerobic respiration, pyruvic acid is generated. Okay, ethanol is the one. So when fermentation process, during fermentation process, ethanol is generated. Acetic acid is the one. It is the weak acid. Acetic acid is the weak acid. Okay, if we dissolve the acetic acid in water, so what happens, friends? It will not be dissolved. It will not be dissolved 100%. It will be only dissolved below 5%. Okay, that's why it is considered as what, friends? Weak acid. 4 to 8% of acetic acid gives vinegar. Okay, next. Which plant hormone promotes cell division and is highly concentrated in fruits and seeds? Auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin, abscisic acid. Each and every student who are in the live session, once all of you click the like button and share it to your friends who needs the classes in English medium. Okay, so not only in Chandan Likes English YouTube channel, students, I am also explaining each and every session RRB Group D classes set 5. Today I have dealt with set 5 and tomorrow I am going to explain set 6 until your exam ends. So this a series will be continued, students. So each and every student, don't even miss a single set which I am explaining. Okay, so each and every set consists of different types of 25 MCQs. And what is the answer for this question? Very good, students. So before telling the answer, so actually how many types of plant hormones we have? Okay, in general we have 5 types of plant hormones. 5 types. What are those? Auxins, gibberellins, and cytokinins. Next, abscisic acid and ethylene. Ethylene is the only hormone which is in gaseous state. Ethylene is the only hormone which is in gaseous state, and this ethylene is used for the ripening of fruit. And ABA, abscisic acid, is the hormone. So when this abscisic acid hormone will be released, students? So when the famine occurs, what happens? When the famine occurs, the stomata which is present in the leaf, it will be closed. Okay, why it is closing, students? Why? Because in order to store the water, at that time during famines, this abscisic acid hormone will be released, so which makes the stomata to closed, such that the water is stored during famines. Okay, and this is also known as what? Stress hormone of plants. Abscisic acid hormone is considered as stress hormone of plants. And finally, cytokinins. Cytokinins is the hormone which helpful for the cell division. For example, take a fruit. So when it is when it is at small size, it is in small size. So what happening in the fruit students? The cell division takes place. When the cell division takes place due to the release of these cytokinins, the fruit will be grown. Okay. Now what is happening in the fruit? Cell division is taking place due to the release of this cytokinin hormone. And gibberellins. Gibberellin is a type of hormone which helpful for the stem elongation. And the first one is auxin. What is the use of this auxin hormone, students? This auxin hormone. So actually what is the location of this auxin hormone? This auxin hormone, example, take a plant, students. This auxin hormone will be at the tip of the plant. At the tip of the plant. So this auxin hormone will enter throughout the plant and it will not allow, okay, it will not allow the buds to be developed. It will not allow the side branches to be developed. If someone cuts this auxin, so what happens, students? The tree will be grown like this, bushy. Okay. Now nothing but what is this auxin? Auxin promotes cell elongation. Okay. Gibberellins promote stem elongation, cytokinin, cell division. And abscisic acid, it is the reverse of cytokinins. And ethylene, it is the only gaseous hormone which is helpful for the ripening of the fruit. And now what is the answer for this question, students? So actually love grammar, this is the session which have to what is the answer? And the answer for this question is cytokinins. That's what I am saying, Vamshi. That's what I am saying. The sessions which I am teaching in Chandan Laik's main channel, those sessions will be repeated here. Why? Because some students will be from English medium, right? So some students may be from other states, they may not understand my language. For that purpose, I am explaining those classes in English channel, okay? And so actually it is English medium channels, right? So I have to explain in English medium only. If you need the classes in Telugu medium, please subscribe to Chandan Laik's main channel, so that same classes will be there in English medium. Okay? Next question. Which structure facilitates the removal of waste and provides nutrition to a developing fetus? Amniotic sac, umbilical cord, placenta, yolk sac. Yolk sac. Tell me. So actually when the baby is in the fetus, even the baby needs the respiration, even the baby needs the nutrients, even the baby will release the wastes. So all these functions will be happened by which part of the tell me? Very good. Placenta. Okay. This placenta, it helps in giving nutrition to the fetus. For the respiration process, it will exchange the gases from the fetus, and even it will send out the wastes from the fetus through the bloodstream of the mother. So which plays a key role, students, here in the human reproductive system, during pregnancy? Placenta. This placenta, it will provide the nutrients to the fetus, it will provide the gaseous exchange to the fetus, and it also it will take the waste products from the fetus, and it will let the waste products to enter into the bloodstream of the mother. So which is that? Placenta. This placenta is connected to fetus through what? Through umbilical cord. And yolk sac. This yolk sac is present during the very early stages of pregnancy. During the early pregnancy, this yolk sac will be disappeared. And amniotic sac. Amniotic sac is nothing but which is the fluid present which surrounds the fetus. This amniotic sac, it will let the baby to be in normal temperature conditions. Okay? Yes. Next. What is the general formula for alkenes? CnH2n plus 2, CnH2n, CnH2n minus 2, CnH2n plus 1. Yes. What is the answer for this question? Each and every students who are in the live session, that's what I am saying, solo bye. Okay, the questions which I have already explained in the Chandan Laik's main channel, for the students who needs the classes in English medium and explaining the classes for them, even you can also listen the classes. Why? Because it becomes a practice for you too. Okay. What is the answer, students? Very good. CnH2n. So this is the formula for the alkenes. I have already told you students. So what are those? Ane, ene, ine. Actually what are these ane, ene, ine students? These are the hydrocarbons. These are the hydrocarbons. Inorganic chemistry, we have already learnt in the morning section. Father of inorganic chemistry. Who is the father of inorganic chemistry? All of you mention your answer in the comment section. Okay, ane means what students? Single bond of carbon. Ene means double bond of carbon. Ine means triple bond of carbon. And this is the formula for what students? Like alkane. This is the formula for alkyne. And this is the formula for alkyl. Okay? Yes. Next. What is the valency of carbon? 2, 3, 4, 5. Now tell me, what is the answer for this question? Already I have told you what do you mean by valence electron students? The electrons which are present in the outermost shell. The electrons which are present in the outermost shell are considered as valence electron. So in general we all know this is the nucleus, right? So this is the K shell, this is the L shell and this is the M shell. So K shell should be filled with 2 electrons, L shell should be filled with 8 electrons and M shell should be filled with 8 electrons. So what is the atomic number of carbon students? Atomic number of carbon is equal to 6. That means in this carbon, like K is filled with 2 electrons and L is filled with 4 electrons. So here there is no M shell. So M shell is absent. So in order to become the atom stable, how many more number of electrons are required for the carbon students? In order to become stable, carbon requires how many more electrons? 4. Okay, in order to become, as per the octet rule. As per the octet rule, carbon requires 4 more electrons to become stable. Okay, so these 4 more electrons, in order to become stable, they will make a bond with oxygens and hydrogens. Okay, they will make a bond with oxygens and hydrogens. Okay, for that purpose, carbon is having tetravalency property. Okay, na? Yes. Next question. So, what is the answer students? 4. In the outermost shell, carbon is having only 4 electrons. That means it is having 4 valence electrons. Clear? Next. What are the products when ferrous sulfate is heated? Decomposition. Ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide, ferrous oxide and sulfur dioxide only, ferric sulfate and water, iron and sulfur. So, what is the decomposition reaction? What is the addition reaction? What is the displacement reaction? What is the double displacement reaction? For example, so nitrogen plus hydrogen gives us what students? Nitrogen plus hydrogen gives us ammonia. So, this is nothing but what? Addition reaction. And CaCO3, calcium carbonate upon heating. So, what it gives students? CaO plus CO2. Okay, quicklime plus carbon dioxide. So, this is what type of reaction? Decomposition reaction. And ZnSO4 plus NaCl. ZnSO4 plus NaCl gives us what students? Yes. Yes, what is this? So, zinc chloride plus sodium sulfate. So, what this reaction is known as what students? Displacement reaction. Okay. So, these are the some of the reactions process. Now, tell me students what they are giving. They are saying that ferrous sulfate FeSO4 7H2O. Actually, this ferrous sulfate in the initial state we can get it as water. Okay. In the initial state this ferrous sulfate will be available in the crystal form. And what is the formula for that? FeSO4 7H2O. If we heat it, if we heat this ferrous sulfate, we will get ferrous sulfate. If we heat this crystal ferrous sulfate, we will get ferrous sulfate. So, what are the things we get? Ferric oxide plus sulfur dioxide plus sulfur trioxide. So, option A is the correct answer for this question. Okay? Yes. Decomposition reaction. Actually, they have mentioned the decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction is single compound which split into 2 or 3 elements. Okay? Yes. Next. RRB Group D special batch complete course is available on our Chandan exam. SSC CGL special batch complete course is also available on our Chandan exam. APPSC, TGPSC, SC constable courses are also available on our Chandan exam. In the colloid jelly, what is the dispersed phase and the dispersed medium? Solid in liquid, liquid in solid, gas in liquid, liquid in gas. Now tell me, students, actually you all know what is jelly, right? So how the jelly appears, students? The jelly will be solid at the outer side, and inside the jelly, so there appears liquid. So what is this actually? Liquid in solid. Okay, the liquid is present in the solid. If the liquid is present in the solid, or if the solid is present in the liquid, or if the gas is present in the liquid, so all these terms are considered as what, students? Colloid. So tell me, what is this colloid example? This colloid is an example for. So they will let you know if you have like a live session, you will get a notification. Don't worry, students. Okay. So what is the answer for this question? Liquid in solid. So tell me one example for gas in liquid. Gas in liquid. Gas in liquid is the example for shaving cream. Shaving cream. If you look at the shaving cream, there will be gas in the liquid, and liquid in gas, that is nothing but perfume. Okay? Yes. Next. Which substance is used to remove the permanent hardness of water? Baking soda, washing soda, common salt, lime. Tell me. Very good, students, very good. If you look at the perfume, so actually it is a gas, but inside the gas liquid is present. Okay? Liquid aerosol, we call it as what, students? Liquid aerosol. Now what is the answer? And ice cube, it is solid in liquid. Those type of colloid is considered sol aerosol. Okay? Yes. So Vamshi, I will let you know, don't worry. If you have a live session, you will get a notification. According to that, you can join. And what is the answer? Already I have told you, students. So take a glass. Okay, take 2 glasses, students. So these glass consist of soft water, and this glass consists of hard water. Okay, and take here it is soft water, and here it is hard water. Both appear same. So if the soap is allow the soap here. Okay, let the soap is placed in this soft water as well as in the cold hard water. So what happens, students? This soft water will easily turn into foam. But in hot water, what happens, students? Like white precipitation forms, scum. White precipitation takes place. What happens here, students? The white precipitation takes place. So this is nothing but what, students? If the water consists of white precipitation, we have to decide that water is hard water. How to remove the permanent hardness of water? If we add the washing soda, if we add the washing soda to the permanent hard water, that permanent hard water consists of what, students? Calcium and magnesium salts. Okay, this washing soda which is nothing but Na2CO3, sodium carbonate, will react with the calcium and magnesium salts and convert them into carbonates and bicarbonates, such that they all together form like a solid and will go into the bottom of the glass, such that the water gets soft, which is in the top of the glass. Okay, that is how we are going to remove the permanent hardness of water. How the temporary hardness of the water is removed, by boiling the water. Okay, next. What is formed when chlorine reacts with dry slaked lime? Bleaching powder, slaked lime solution, calcium chloride, sodium hypochlorite. So what is this? Chlorine reacts with slaked lime, that is nothing but calcium hydroxide. So what is the product we will get, students? Yeah, tell me. Okay, bye, it's okay, no problem. So what is the answer for this question, students? What is formed when chlorine gas with dry slaked lime? bleaching powder or dry slaked lime is, I think it is CaO, right? It is CaO, I think. Why? Because dry CaO plus Cl2 gives what? CaOCl2. That is nothing but, what is this? This is nothing but what, students? Bleaching powder. Okay? Yes. Yes, very good. Next question. What is dry ice? Solid carbon monoxide, solid carbon dioxide, frozen water, solid sulfur dioxide. Tell me what is the answer for this question. Each and every students who are in the live session, try to mention the correct answer in the live session, students. And also, if you know the extra information regarding those with questions which I am displaying, you can mention it in the comment section. Very good. Okay. Dry ice. What is this dry ice, students? Dry ice is nothing but, so the process which takes place in dry ice is, it will converts directly from the solid to the gaseous states. There is no liquid states. In order to preserve meat, fruits, vegetables, etc., or in order to import these things to very long distances, so which thing is used for the preservation purpose, students? Solid dry ice. That is nothing but solid carbon dioxide. Okay. Can we touch the solid carbon dioxide with our hands, students? No. Why? Because the temperature of the dry ice is approximately minus 78.4 degrees centigrade, which is too freezing. That means we cannot touch with our hand. If we wear the gloves only, we can touch those things. If we touch it with our direct hand, ice burns will happen to our hand. Okay. So, what is the answer, students? Very good. So, what process takes place here? Directly solid to what state? Gaseous state. There is no melting state in this solid carbon dioxide. Okay. Under very high pressure and low temperature, the solid is converted into gas but not liquid. There is no melting for this solid carbon dioxide, which is known as dry ice. Okay. Next. What is the pH level of acid rain? Above 7, between 5.6 and 7, below 5.6, exactly 7. Tell me, students, what is the answer for this question? Each and every student who are in the live session, mention your answer in the comment section. Actually, what is the pH value of pure water? pH value of pure water, that means which is distilled water. Distilled water at 25 degrees centigrade is 7. Okay. pH value of normal rain. Normal rain is what, students? It is 5.6. But pH value of acid rain is below 5.6. Why? Why the difference between normal rain and acid rain pH value is different, students? So, normal rain is nothing but, so when the normal rain falls, this normal rain, the water present in the normal rain, it will react with the carbon dioxide which is present in the atmosphere, and carbonic acid is formed. So, which is the weak acid H2CO3, right? So, the pH value of that weak acid is 5.6. What is this acid rain? Acid rain occurs when there is a release of sulfur dioxides and nitrogen dioxide into the atmosphere. Those things will be converted into sulfuric acid and nitric acid. So, this is the result of acid rain, and that strong acids, those are strong acids, right? Those strong acids a pH value will be less than 5.6. Okay. So, what is the pH value of human blood, students? pH value of human blood varies from 7.3 to 7.4. And what is the pH value of HCl? HCl is a very strong acid and the pH value of it is 1 or 0 to 1. Okay. Next. What is the pH? Same thing. What is the relationship between focal length and the radius of curvature of a spherical mirror? Try to answer the question, students. What is the answer for this question? Yes, excess burning of fossil fuels. So, what is released, students? Nitrogen oxides and sulfur dioxides, sulfur oxides. So, they are very harmful to us. And what is the answer for this question? What do you mean by spherical mirrors? This is flat mirror, right? So, flat mirror. So, there is no, for the flat mirror, no radius of curvature. For the flat mirror, as there is no radius of curvature, What is the focal length, students? Focal length will be infinity. Okay, for the spherical, okay, for the spherical mirror, so this is the pole, right? So imagine this is the pole and the center is considered as center of curvature, and the half of it is considered as radius of curvature. This is considered as radius of curvature, right? Then the half of it is considered as focal length. Now tell me what is the answer? F is equal to R by 2. For the spherical, for the flat mirror, there is no what is radius of curvature. For that purpose, focal length will be infinite. And for spherical mirrors, the radius of curvature will be at the center, and the half of that radius of curvature will be the focal point. Okay? Yes. Next, how many watts are in 1 kilowatt? 10, 100, 1000, 10,000. Kilowatt. This watt, it is the power, it is the unit of watt, students. What is the unit of? What is the unit for what? Power. You all know unit for power. Okay. So 1 kilowatt means what, students? 1 kilo is nothing but 1000 watts. Now what is the answer? This. So 1 megawatt means what, students? 1 lakh watts. 1 gigawatt means what, students? Okay, very, very important. Yes. Milli means 10 power minus 3. Next. What is the shape of the magnetic field lines around the straight current carrying conductor? Straight lines, concentric circles, elliptical, parabolic. You all know. Just imagine this is a current carrying conductor. Imagine this is a wire. Okay. This is a wire. It is nothing but it is made up of what, students? Copper. Copper is nothing but second highest electrical conductivity material. So it is stand in the erect. It stands erect. So how the magnetic fields will surround this telemissions? In the form of concentric circles. Okay, in the form of concentric circles, the magnetic field is surrounded this conducting wire. So if the wire is extended, so what happens, students? The strength of the magnetic field will be decreased and the concentric circles will become more wider. Okay, if the length of the conducting wire increases, the magnetic field strength will be decreased such that the concentric circles will become more wider in length. Okay. So what is the answer? Option B. Next question. What phenomena causes the twinkling of stars? Reflection, diffraction, atmospheric refraction, dispersion. Twinkling of stars. Actually, twinkling of stars takes place in versions in space. That means those stars light is passing many layers of the atmosphere and it is entering into the earth. That means what is happening here, students? The light rays are passing from one medium to another medium. That means the light rays will be bent. As the light rays are bent, so what is happening here? If the light rays are bent as per the refraction phenomena, what happens? The object will be appeared like bent or like twinkling. So what phenomena is that, students? Atmospheric refraction. Very good. So that is the thing which I have explained about refraction. What do you mean by diffraction? If there is an empty room and if there is a single slot in that empty room and if a light beam is passed through that slot, so what happens, students? That light beam will be spread throughout that room. So that phenomena is known as dispersion. Okay. Next. Sorry, diffraction, and dispersion is nothing but what, students? So this is a prism. If a light is hit on it, so it will be split into different types of Vibgyor colors. So that phenomena is known as what, students? Dispersion. Splitting of light phenomena is known as dispersion. Okay. Next. Which lens is used to correct hypermetropia, long-sightedness? Concave lens, convex lens, cylindrical lens, bifocal lens. Now tell me, we all know that myopia Myopia is nothing but what students? Nearsightedness. And nearsightedness, that means this person can only see the objects which are nearer to them and they cannot see the objects which are farther to them. And hypermetropia is the case in which the people can see the objects which are farther to them and they cannot see the objects which are nearer to them. So at this case, what type of lens helps students? Convex lens. So concave lens will be helpful for the people who are suffering with the nearsightedness, and cylindrical lens is the case where the like a cornea shape, if the cornea lens shapes out, so that situation is known as what students? Like astigmatism. For the situation of astigmatism, what type of lens are used, students? Cylindrical lens. And finally, bifocal lens are useful for the people who are suffering with both type of sights like myopia and hypermetropia. Okay, that is known as what? Presbyopia. This is astigmatism. That is the lens of the cornea is shaped out. Okay. Next. Which finger in Fleming's left hand rule represents the direction of the current? Thumb, forefinger, middle finger, ring finger. So that is nothing but, so this is Fleming's left hand rule. This thumb finger shows the direction of the force, and the forefingers will shows the direction of the magnetic field, and the middle finger will shows the direction of the current. Okay, now tell me the answer, students. What is the answer for this question? Yes, myopia. Okay, listen properly. This is the Fleming's left hand rule. The thumb finger is the direction for the force, middle finger is the direction for the forefinger is the direction for the magnetic field, and middle finger is the direction for the current. So what is the answer? Very good, middle finger. So thumb, forefinger, middle finger. Thumb is for force, this is for magnetic field, and this is for current. Okay, very good. Next, RRB Group D complete course is available on Chandan Logics app. If you need this course and if you use this JM10 coupon code, you will get heavy discount, huge discount. Okay. Next, SSC CGL special batch graduation eligibility tier 1 and tier 2 complete course is available on Chandan Logics app. 0 to hero course. People who cannot solve the problems in a very short time, they can purchase this course. Even this course, if you use this JM10 coupon code, you will get huge discount. Telangana SI Constable courses and APPSC SI Constable courses are also available on Chandan Logics app. Telangana High Court has recently released 859 vacancies, right? The complete updated content syllabus course is also available on Chandan Logics app. Railway exams complete courses are also available on Chandan Logics app. Each and every course, if you apply JM10 coupon code, you will get huge discount. SSC exams complete course is also available on Chandan Logics app. APPSC, TGPSC, SI Constable courses are also available on Chandan Logics app. SSC GD special batch complete course is also available. RRB NTPC special batch complete course is also available on Chandan Logics app. Bank exams complete courses are also available. Bank SSC RRB combo courses are also available on Chandan Logics app. APPSC TGPSC Group 2 courses are also available. APPSC TGPSC special batch complete courses are also available on Chandan Logics app. And each and every course, if you use the coupon code JM10, you will get huge discount. Okay. APPSC TGPSC special math batch also available on Chandan Logics app. UPSC CTAT has recently released 939 vacancies, right? So complete paper 2 course is also available on Chandan Logics app. So each and every course, the classes will be explained both in English as well as Telugu languages. Number of tests will be conducted, even PDF will be provided. If you need this PDF which I have taught today, join the Telegram channel. So PDF will be provided there. Students who has not yet liked this session, once all of you click the like button and join in Chandan Logics Telugu, English and main channels. And not only this, we even have like social media networks like WhatsApp, Telegram and Instagram. Even join in that sessions also. Okay, so that daily current affairs PDF will be provided and each and every update will be provided there. Okay, students, bye, take care. We will let you know, Shrikant, don't worry. If you have live session, you will get notification. Okay, bye, students, take care.